council or the public, unless the council votes in the preceding council meeting, not to have a workshop or town hall following the following month. The public will be allowed to make comments at the appropriate time at all meetings. Section 2, the mayor or any 3 members of the council, according to the division of state law, may call a special meeting if notice is given 48 hours prior to the meeting. Emergency meetings shall be called on short notice, provided that at least 2 hours notice is required. The Arkansas Freedom of Information Act is given to the representatives of the news media located in Saline County. Section 3, the agenda for any business to be enacted at any regular scheduled meeting shall be prepared by the mayor and available to all members of the council, any citizens on or about 12 noon on Friday to preceding any regular scheduled council meeting when it is otherwise complete. The agenda shall include any items sponsored by the mayor or any members of the council, provided that such items have been submitted to the mayor's office no later than 12 noon on Tuesday preceding and said regular scheduled meetings. No item shall be added to the agenda unless at the regular scheduled meeting council members, the council suspends the rules by at least 2/3 or 4 out of 5 members on the council to add an item to its agenda to the items added by the mayor. All ordinances, resolutions, policy changes may be considered and discussed at the preceding work session before the next regular scheduled council meeting, unless the council waives this requirement by at least a 2/3 vote of all members. In a regular scheduled meeting, or if the measure is sponsored by the mayor, new business shall be introduced by the alderman or mayor and can be added to the agenda at the end of the council meeting. The mayor may have ordinances, resolutions, bylaws, motions, and recommended policy changes added to the agenda at his discretion. All new drafts, revised ordinances, resolutions, bylaws, and policies shall be submitted to the city attorney for review. Approval of structure and content before action is taken on the proposal. Section 4, the agenda for any business to be transacted at any special council meeting shall be limited to the purpose for which the meeting was called. Section 5, the mayor shall be officio president of the council and shall preside at its meetings. In absence of the mayor, the court treasurer shall be presiding at the meetings. All proceedings of the council should be according to the procedural rules for municipal officers. The order of business for all regularly scheduled meetings shall be as follows. First will be the call to order. Second, the pledge of allegiance. 3, the roll call. 4, the approval of previous minutes and special meetings. 5, the special presentations or proclamations. 6, reports from the fire chief, police chief, code enforcement, water sewer departments, and street departments. Reports of any special ad hoc committees. Number 8, unfinished businesses, ordinances, resolutions, policies, changes, etc. Number 9 is new business. 10 would be public comment. 11 would be announcements, and 12 would be adjournment. All ordinances of a general permanent nature shall be fully and distinctly read on 3 different days, unless 2/3 of members composing the city council shall disperse with the rules, voting the ordinances by the council and shall appear on each reading. Section 7. Any and all discussions, comments, and or debates by any members of the council, mayor, and interested parties shall be limited to the mayor's discretion per measure. Explanations of a measure, as well as responses to questions about the measure, which are made by the alderman, officials, department heads, employees, or citizens, or any advice by the city attorney or any invited guests, be limited to the mayor's discretion.
Okay, is there any questions? This basically, I took the city of Benton's resolution that they pass every year, and I changed it to bauxite, and I added some things and changed some things in which I don't think it makes much difference, but it relates more to bauxite. And basically it says that we're going to pass an ordinance. One thing that I think in the past, the city of Bauxite did things too fast. We need to do things slower, I think. Discuss things, get the public's input, and have it read on 3 readings. That's my personal opinion. The other thing is the public comments. The city of Benton limits their public comments to 5 minutes. And I don't like that. If sometimes people can't tell their name and where they live in 5 minutes. And we're here, I firmly believe in freedom of speech, and we want every citizen to be heard. And I do not want them to feel shortchanged that they wasn't able to speak their piece. So, do I hear a motion to pass this ordinance, this resolution number 1? And we're almost through.
Make a motion to pass the resolution.
Okay, Ms. Sweat made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Adam Campbell seconds it. Okay, would you call for a vote, please?
Okay. Ms. Swift?
Yes.
Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
Mrs. Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Hendricks?
Yes.
Ms. Matthews?
Yes.
Passes 5-0.
Okay, it passes 5-0. Thank you. Okay, we've just got a few more things. New business. I think we took care of new business. I don't know if there's anything that we need to introduce or talk about right now. Does anyone will have a place for announcements or comments? Okay, does anyone have in the audience have any public comments you'd like to make? Yes. Please state your name and anyone else is welcome to speak to.
I'm sure everybody knows who I am. Roddy Ramsey. Y'all stand around after the meeting, you can watch my wife kill me. But, okay, I ain't gonna get into this. I don't know nothing about it. But I have the understanding that we had a layoff in the police department.
Yes. You want me to?
Well, the only thing, we ain't gotta get into this right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something we brought up.
Yes.
We can have it at the next meeting or whatever, but I just want people to know, I don't see how we can have 24-hour protection. And since this wasn't on the agenda and I know about it, it's gonna be another month for a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I want the citizens to know that they're gonna be without 24-hour police protection.
Yes, and I was going to make a comment at the announcement, but since Mr. Ramsey addressed that, I'll address it. The short story is that Bauxite is having to lay off a full-time employee, a patrol officer, and we've cut back on the hours on another one, or we'll cut back on the hours on all of them. And the short story is Bauxite has come into a money crunch in our police department, and it's unfortunate. It's one of those things that has happened. There's just not enough money to continue paying like the employees of the policemen like we have been. One of the things that was addressed at the Municipal League this past week is the lofty retirement. Bauxite pays 19.83% of our retirement on our full-time police departments, and it's costing us an extra $2,500 a month, and it's killing every city in the state. It's affecting every city. It's affecting us. Basically, the overhead of our police for what we've been up to is like $12,000 a month. $12,000 a month, and $2,500 of that is the lofty retirement. And it just, when I was elected mayor, I started looking at the figures, and I could not envision how we could keep going like we were. The money was going to run out, and I thought we could go up through March, but it's not that. We're having to make some changes immediately, and people always, they say they want government to work like business. Okay, a business, if they're not going to have the money to pay their salaries, they have to lay people off. Okay, and that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to try to do the best we can. The police department is going to work and do the best they can, and we hope that everything will work out. Okay, this week at Municipal League, Warren Stevens from Stevens Incorporated gave a speech. And when his uncle started Stevens Incorporated in 1933, Whit Stevens, Warren, the nephew, asked him a few years ago. He said, "Uncle Whit, what was your goal? What is your goal?" And he said, Whit Stevens said, "My goal is to be in business tomorrow." That was his goal, is to be in business tomorrow. My goal is for Bauxite to be in business tomorrow, for us to have a fire department tomorrow, a water department, a sewer department, and a police department tomorrow. That's what I want. I don't want to come tomorrow and us not have a police department. So we're having to make some hard decisions now. I would hope that everybody would understand, and we're going to do the best we can. Bauxite faces a lot of different issues. Our plate is not empty. There's a lot of issues, and just bear with us. We're going to do the best we can. We don't have a big tax base, and just wish us the best. Is there any questions?
What happened with the tax that was passed for the police funds a couple of years?
It's still being collected. Basically,
Is it not enough?
No, it's not enough. Basically, it's brings in about $2,500 a month for the police department. $2,500 goes into the fire department. $2,500 goes into the street department. The street department is in good shape. The water department is in good shape. The fire department's in good shape. But the overhead of our expense of the salaries of the police department is just tremendous. And but it's not enough. It's just, we've used up, we're using up, we're taking money out of our safety fund to put it in the police department fund to pay salaries. And it's down, how much is the safety fund for the police department?
We have $3,000 in it.
Okay.
Takes about 21.
Takes, Mr. Duncan says it takes about $21,000 a month to run the police department. And we've got income coming in, but the safety tax only brings in $2,500. And our other revenue sources is just not enough. And it's finally caught up. It's finally caught up. And like I said, when I was elected mayor, I looked at the figures. I couldn't, it just didn't make sense. Okay, now is where the rubber meets the road. Yes.
My name is Sherry Davis, and I have...
You want to come up? Yes.
My name is Sherry Davis, and it has brought to my attention that, okay, if our policemen are cut back, you know, we've had problems before with policemen not being able to come to respond to something up on the hill that we've had because they're out on West Sardis. If that's such a problem and we've cut our policemen back, why can you not hire a part-time person to take water and answer the phones instead of having our policemen that are getting paid full-time and paid more? Why can't we hire them and let them be on the streets?
That's a good question. Our general fund is better well off than our police. Okay, since I was elected, I've been mayor 17 days. When I was elected mayor on the first Monday, I come in and work from 9 to noon to kind of get an idea of where we're at on collecting. Bauxite, in my opinion, and what I did is I had the police chief work a week, 10 days to kind of get an idea of what we're up against. Now, my intention is to hire somebody part-time, probably 20 hours a week, working from 12:30 to 4:30, probably trying to start out from around $8 an hour. Okay. That, and basically the city hall would be open from 12:30 to 4:30. Right now, I've been here. I've been answering the phones. People come in and pay their water bill. They can drop it in the night drop it in the night drop, or they can come in and pay it. And we really, if you think about it, you pay your electric bill, your Discover card, your phone bill, you mail them all in or pay them online. And that's what Bauxite needs to do. When we were up, Ms. Sweat and I was at Municipal League, they have a program that is free, that Bauxite can start taking water bills online, tickets online, dog license online.